Okay, so I'm going to show you how to kill Crimson Orochi by yourself in about 40 seconds. So important things, it doesn't matter what hammer you equip, you just need a hammer, and you gotta work on the blood arts. You want to go to the boost impact 1 on all the abilities until you get this one, Deceived. And the reason is for that Jack the Beast no boost actions gives you like a 90% boost to your blood rage. To make this work, you have to get up to 924%, so you're hitting 30 to 99,000 per hit with your bullets. So let's get a hammer and max out the boost blood art. Pretty much just get the highest blast gun you can. In my case, it's 9.54. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's only 7.7. So basically, just get the highest blast cannon you can, because that'll fit your damage. Shield doesn't matter. Your God Eater doesn't matter. Just make sure you have Goddess of War gun, because you want Oracle trigger happy gun attack. Otherwise, of course, you can get that on your other pieces of equipment if you found the abandoned God arcs to put them in. And then Hidden Master, you're gonna want Hidden Attack, which increases your damage on a target that can't see you, and then some kind of either covert team or muted. It doesn't really matter. Basically, you just want to be hidden, have that hammer blood art, and have the highest range attack modifier you can get. For your link support, you want to do freeze attack 0 to 2, because the Crimson Orochi is weak to freeze. We're using freeze bullets, just helps increase the damage. For your bullets, you want to have 2. Basically, as soon as you get in the fight, you're going to activate your Rage Burst. Select the top 2 and the bottom 2 pledges, which is going to get you 924% blood rage power. Then you're going to aim at the Orochi and use this first bullet. You only use this one time. If you have Frugal, which I don't currently, you can actually shoot it twice. Then these bullets are going to hit for 99,999 damage. So I can only get one off before I start the fight. But basically what the shot does, it instantly meets all the pledges in one shot, so you instantly get your Rage Burst, and then you just roll towards them. So I'll scroll down. It's only 5 modules. And the second one is exactly the same. All you did was delete the first module. So the first one is long range, because the Crimson Orochi starts like pretty much across the map or halfway across the map. So you initiate the fight with that to meet all your bonds, get your Rage Burst. Then you roll in close to him. Here, I'll show you. This one you can't actually see go off, because it hits the wall and explode, but you can't even move the target back that far. But that hits for 99,999, and you're rolling close. You do this one, you're just spamming. Without blood rage, it only hits for 21,400, but when you're in your rage, it hits for 50 to 99,000, just like the other one. And when you're in blood rage, you can just spam it until Orochi's dead. You never run out. So those are 2 you're using. Like I said, the second one is just the first. All you did was delete the first module to make it point blank instead of like map range. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. It's got the holiday pack. It's the Swamp of Lerna. This is where you get the Origami 27 crystals, which make the pretty much the end game weapons that have all of the elements on it, plus pretty good base skill sets, and pretty much the highest comparable damage to any other weapon you can make in the game. So it's real nice to just get them all. And then you can take your NPCs. It's fine. You can take, if you take one NPC with you, you go like a special order. You can change their weapon, their melee weapon, their ranged weapon, their shield if you want your NPCs to have, you know, snipers instead of blasts, or use great swords instead of skies. You know, you can just kind of customize your favorite NPCs to meet the playstyle you want them to have, which is kind of neat. And then your backup, you can do whatever. This is just for your rewards. I do Hibari with support skill uses, so I can use more than one skill. The reward right up here because it gives me a higher chance of getting more than one crystal. And then of course I do the parts and the rare up, so I can get 6 God Arcs instead of 3, and hopefully they'll be better quality. And then all you need is your freeze attack 0 to 2 minutes, which we put on, and then use Julius's full burst 0 to 2, so you start off with a full burst. And that's it. So I will show you what we're going to do. Of course, you can up the perilous challenge if you want. I'm just doing the base now because I don't really care. It's only taking about 40 seconds. You can go all the way up to 99. You might just have to rage burst more than once. So immediately into the fight, we're going to drop down, activate our rage burst, and then fire that long range shot onto Orochi. So you're going to activate your pledge. Like I said, you do the top 2 and bottom 2. This gets you 924%. I'm just going to roll towards them until we get a melee range. And start spamming our bullet. Actually, I messed up there for a second. It's kind of hard to see. You got to keep track and make sure he's not running away. Which he is. I'm messing this one up, but oh well. You get the point. So like, as you can see, that took 51 seconds, and I kind of fucked up. It's kind of ranged sometimes. Sometimes he'll just stand there. Sometimes he'll run away, and with all those particle effects, it's kind of hard to keep track of where he is. So sometimes you just gotta take a second, but pretty much have plenty of time to spare. And that's it. So I mean, I was finding online parties, just, you know, doing it regular, and it was taking, you know, some were fairly quick, like, you know, 8 minutes. Some were taking longer. People were dying. It was just kind of a mess. So it's kind of cheesy, but highly effective when you're by yourself. You know what I mean? When you just want to get weapons. And this is the first time I tried this on. I imagine I can do it on some of the tougher stuff too. And so we got 1 crystal. And now I'm gonna take an NPC with me just to try it out. Of course, you can only do this, you know, 4 times in a row before you run out of rage. So basically, you can do it 4 times. Go do whatever other missions you want to build your rage back up, and then do it again. So we're gonna have to do it 1 more time. I was doing nanos because nano shots was an NPC. So hopefully I'll be able to keep track of where Orochi is. / hopefully he will stay in place. And it'll only take about 30 seconds. Go, 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 go. I'll just watch the numbers. He's rolling. Keep up here. Come back here and die. So again, about 50 seconds. He keeps running away, unfortunately. If he'd just stay in place, it'd be a lot faster, but I mean, you really can't get it faster. And then, since we brought Nano along, should get some kind of reward that'll let us, reclass her. I'm so tired of Hibari's support movie. Let's see. It's really good AP gain for your support classes too. I mean, that's 1,000 per. So I mean, do this, you know, maybe 12 times or so. That's almost enough to max out our skills and get the achievement for that too. So now let's see if this actually. Shut up, Hibari. The member you brought with you on the mission can now use the same God archetype you used on that mission. The God archetype can be changed by... Okay. Okay, so they can use whatever weapon you bring to beat them. So that slightly complicates things. Because in order to get to 924%, you need the hammer ability. So I'll build up my rage again, and I'll try with a great sword or something, and see how long it takes. I'll probably only get up to like 600% or so. So personal abilities, Nano, and then you get a part swap basically. So if you do the mission with a different weapon, they can then equip that weapon. Pretty simple. You got 3,000 AP. Boom. And now the weapons I was talking about. All these reinforced weapons. I'll take Origami 27s. Nice. I must have harvested some and not paid attention because I have 5, even though I only did it twice. Not seeing them in the rewards. But anyway, as you can see, they have Burning Frost and Spark. They just don't have Divine, which I mean does the most you can find in any weapon. And let's see, that's 5, 6, 870, and this is a little less, maybe like 60 less, but you can see that doesn't have any elements and a pretty shitty default skill arc, whereas you can just do that mission real quick, get this, boom, comes stamina reduction, your charge ability, which you're going to use on the greatsword anyway, melee attack, all the elements, and then you just plus 30 and it's a beast. So and then same thing. So I'm trying to think what I want. I have this guy already. I'm gonna make a spear because I haven't tried it yet. I already have the hammer. I'm gonna make the Buster Sword. I'm gonna make a sniper. I'm gonna make a carbine. And I got one more. Not really planning on using knife or blade anytime soon. But I do need to max out their blood arts. I already have all the guns at max blood bullet level. And I mean, really, burst I do the most damage with anyway. E 5.8 is a little bit lower. I think I'm just gonna make the Ifrit carbine. But see, it doesn't have the damage because you gotta think those are gonna do, you know, 1.3 times the damage, so. Alright, well, I'll leave it for now until I decide what I want to make. Oh, duh, I already made it. I think I was thinking the shotgun, but I never really used that. So I have all the guns now. I have the Buster, the hammer, the spear, the skies, and then I guess I'll make a blade. Okay. And then I guess I'll show you my normal loadout. So I usually use skies. All plus 30. I'm working on maxing out, obviously, the reinforced guys, because eventually they'll be almost the same damage with the elemental be a lot more damage. I use Soul Devour, which is the triangle attack, because in normal games I do most of my damage still through bullets, and with this I literally fill up my OP bar 150 in 3 swings. So it's like boom 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 store, boom 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 store, boom 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 store until 9, and then I just unload and do like, you know, 500,000 damage or whatever. Until rinse and repeat until things are dead. Bullets. So blast ACL got a lot of bullets. My normal, and I always put the damage, so these do 10,000 and 11,000 base. Now, when you're in full burst with all your stuff, it's more like, you know, 20,000 or something. You can see it goes vertical homes. Doesn't matter, they can be near, far. Okay, almost max range. Not quite as far as the other one. But 10,000 damage. Okay. I've never tried shooting at point blank, so I mean within, you know, almost max distance, it's, probably won't want to stand on top of it anyway. Like I said, I just spam that. So I think, we'll see again. I think I get 20 shots out of this. And this isn't accounting for Oracle or Frugal or Trigger Happy or anything. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I get 20 shots out of that. So that's 200,000 damage. Like I said, that's not accounting for bonuses, so that's really, you know, 300,000 or 400,000 plus. That's 57 OP. Frugal reduces it by 25-30%, so that takes it down to like 40 something, and then the Trigger Happy reduces it by 20. So I literally would get 2 to 3 times that many shots. So I can almost you know, do 1,000,000 damage with one unloading. It's pretty ridiculous. And then, oops. And of course, you make one for each element so that you find whatever they're weak to. And then some origami are really annoying, and they have a lot of armor, or they aren't weak if you hit them in the head, or basically from the top their back or whatever. So this one is just straight on. And I think this goes even further. Okay, so basically there to... And this one you can shoot point blank. Oh, not quite. So basically the same range. Hits for about 500 more. And this, you know, you can go in aim mode and target, you know, the head, the legs, the tail. You can target specific spots, and, you know, like 3 shots will break any bond. But like the Ouroboros, you know, their only weak spot is their hind legs, which are protected, so you gotta like wait till they lift their tail and then go boom, 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 and, you know, kill them in like 30 seconds. These other bullets are kind of, some things I made myself, some I found on the internet, some I found encountering people online, and really I found that mine were the best. Let's see, this is 112. It's pretty much the same thing. You know, it hits for 14,000, but it costs double the OP. Does that make sense? So I can get off 2 rounds for 11,000, totaling 22. For the price of this, it's 14. You know, I can only get 10 of these out, so that's 140, or I can get 20 of the 12k out and do 240. So, you know, sometimes you have to consider the OP to damage ratio. So I just kept those. What was Bomb Frost? That's pretty much the same thing we're using in the Orochi boy, just slightly different. But there's basically an AoE around you, because I mean it goes out pretty far, but and that does 20, almost 22,000, but it costs 187. You know what I mean? So I could do 30,000. Does that make sense? It's all like an op ratio. I spam this one and ultimately do more damage, and I don't have to save up for as long. If it gets towards like the end of a fight, I don't gotta save up, you know, 3 rounds to get off one of these. I can just like hit the guy one time, let off 3 of these, and do, and it's like 30,000 damage. And this was someone else's I encountered online. That was pretty similar to me. You can see it's 62, and I think it does. And see, it's got fucking errors. It's not really well made. It does, you know, 1,400 more damage for the same cost, but it's really unreliable, as you saw. Like mine I can, you know, spam as things are moving, and it'll actually track them and hit them. I've never, you know what I mean? This one, it's like, it's a stupid bullet, if that makes sense. Like, if a thing moves, it misses. If it gets too close, you get an error message. You know, it's just not, it's not worth the pain. It's not real well made, you know? So I kept it just for the hell of it. And I was kind of excited first when I first saw it. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's the same cost. I do 2,000 more damage. But then I tried it actually out in the field, and it missed half the time. So these 2 recipes are way more reliable. And of course there's let's see, random shit I encountered online. It's basically the same as mine. This meteor, which takes for fucking ever. I don't even know why someone's carrying this. Look, it takes like 30 seconds. And then finally drops and does 25,000 damage for a whopping 265 op. Like, totally ridiculous. And what is this ice meteor? I think that's the same thing. Just takes forever. And then of course those are the Orochi ones. Sniper, I'm trying to think. Sniper, do I have anything good? I made something somewhere. Howdy. No. That's sniper. So it does, and this does more damage the further away it is. You can tell. So, and I mean that's infinite. I can shoot Orochi from there. So in the max distance in here, you get 1260 per gun multiplier, which and my sniper's like 6, so it's doing 8 to 9,000. The thing I don't like about sniper though is it's like you don't have that oracle reserve, so it's like mine, boom, I can just stack up to 8 and unload like 500,000 damage. This, I mean, no matter whatever shot you're using, you're gonna get, you know, 3 shots out, so I'm maybe gonna be able to unload like 30,000 damage, which is reasonable. I just feel like some of these guns without oracle reserve should just be able to like, boom, I should be able to do like a 200,000 damage shot, you know, like that should be the point of it. I feel like it should just snipe, because you can't really spam shots. Trying to think. I don't really have anything good on assault gun. 200. Most of these are just ones I saw people using online, but really, you know.